Today we're gonna be looking at a really special figure, I think. I hope. I think she's cool. This is Figma Hoshimachi Suisei. She's a VTuber. I don't watch VTubers. Just to clarify, I do not watch VTubers. Hoshimachi Suisei is a music artist. I listen to her music, that's why I know her. Also, she's in Fortnite, but don't worry about that. So, let's get into the figure review. Let's go. First, let's take a look at her box and see what's on the box, okay? So, this is what the box looks like from the front. You can see a big picture of Hoshimachi Suisei right here. You see the number, 642. It would have been funny if it was 6. There's a cool render of her on the side. That's a nice pose right there. That's really cool. If you look at this side, she's doing a cool idle pose. I think that's pretty cool. And then on the back right here, you see, oh my god, is that? And you see her in some other cool poses right there. You can pause and have a look. Up top here, you have another pose of her. Oh, hold up, she's holding an axe. I don't know, is she yandere or some shit? I don't know. Same thing down here with the Hololive logo, of course, because she's a VTuber and I don't know, Hololive's an agency and stuff. So let's have a look at the figure herself, shall we? I lost her hat for a second there, and it's in the box. Let's take a look at the figure. This right here. This is Suisei herself. Figma Suisei in the flesh. In the plastic, I think. Yeah, they're made of plastic, right? She comes with a lot of stuff. She comes with accessories, okay? She comes with a whole bunch of hands. Open hands, grabby hands, pointy hands, fist hands. I don't think I missed any. Oh, there's one more hand. There's a hand that comes with a box of juice in it. I don't know, does she like apple juice or something? As for accessories, she comes with 2. This is the mic that she comes with. It's nice, purple, cosmic, stellar. And the second accessory that she comes with is this fun little axe right here. So she can hold that and look weird, creepy, yandere, like she's gonna kill you. I don't know if you're into that, but sure. Other than that, the only things that she does come with are her faceplates. So she comes with one happy faceplate, where she's just kind of like happy. And she comes with a very sinister smile face. This face definitely goes with the axe, as you saw in the box. And her default face is, well, just a regular smile, I guess. An idle kind of smile, you know, like those are all the accessories she comes with. I will say, I'm pretty disappointed with the number of accessories she comes with. Like, I would personally expect my action figures to have more accessories to, you know, increase playability, if that makes sense, you know, because me, for one, as an action figure enthusiast, I like to pose my figures, take photos with them, create fun scenarios with them. And it's kind of a drag when I don't get a good assortment of accessories with my figures, but that's just a personal gripe I have. The figure itself looks pretty nice. I think it has a great sculpt and it's really detailed, like lots of Figma figures are. And that is where Figma figures usually tend to shine, their detail. Now let's just look at some comparisons of Suisei with other figures. Here is Suisei next to Figma Joker, Plamatia Guts, SHF Izuku Midoriya, Deku, Jack Pacific, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Sonic from the movie. I don't know why I'm comparing them. They're blue. They look nice together. That's all the stuff she comes with. Of course, other than her stand, she comes with the stand as well, as is default with lots of Figmas. Now let's go ahead and take a look at her articulation. This is where it's gonna get fun. We're gonna go from the top to the bottom. Okay, so up top we have articulation in the hair, like her little hair ponytail thingy can swivel. It's like on a small ball joint, but I wouldn't want to force it because it can get the hat off sometimes. That's just a personal thing I noticed. As for her neck, it can go down this much, it can go up this much, left and right a little bit. Yeah, you have to kind of force it, and it can obviously do a 360 because I believe it's on a regular Figma peg. If we check, yeah, it's on a regular Figma peg. Okay, next let's look at her shoulders. Her shoulders go wide about this much. Now they're like, yeah, they don't go too high. They aren't butterfly joints, they're just simple ball joints from what I can tell. And that is kind of a downside in my opinion. So Figmas, yes, they have good sculpts and details, but they end up lacking a lot in articulation compared to SH Figure Arts or Reveltech or some stuff like that, you know. Now moving on, right before her elbow joint we have a swivel right before her elbow, which is weird. Now normally on figures you have that like from what I've noticed, at least between the shoulders and upper arm, so like right after the shoulder joint, but here it's right next to the elbow joint, which leads to concern for me for like the joints, you know, strength itself. Like, is it going to be able to hold long enough? Is it going to be durable? How's the durability going to be over time? Like, I don't want to be trying to spin around the arm joint over here and then accidentally snapping the elbow joint, because I have heard these figures have some durability issues according to independent research. But yeah, the pictures I've seen online, if you can see on screen, it gives me the geeks. I won't want that to happen to my figure here. So yeah, elbow goes about this far, a little bit more than 90 degrees. It's fine, it's just a single joint, you can't really complain about that. And it goes unnaturally far back, but that's fine, that's not really a problem. And then of course at the hands we have swivel and 360 rotation, of course, with the regular wrist joint that you'd see in most figures. Now, looking at her torso, this is something she kind of lacks, in my personal opinion. She has a joint, yes, you can make her rotate 360, but she doesn't really go up or down much, which is something I personally like to use for posing. And she doesn't even swivel left or right at the waist. It's really limited, it's just there. They could have just made it like a hinge joint, like that goes 360 degrees. Rather than having it be a ball joint, it could have just simply been a swivel that goes 360, because that's basically the functionality it has right now. But that's my opinion. Coming to her back, she has these ribbons that can go up like 90 degrees, I'd say. Like, they go pretty far up, like they're pretty much perpendicular to the body if you look carefully. And these can move up and down to help with posing and make some dynamic shots, I feel like. So that's pretty nice. Now coming down to her hips, so down at her hips she has a ball joint, so her entire hips can essentially rotate in a 360 motion. And below her hips you have regular, you know, ball joints for the thighs. They can go forward this much, back this much. It's really limited because of the skirt, in my personal opinion. If this was soft goods, it would have worked much better. But again, I don't see a VTuber doing super dynamic poses. As much as I'd love to put my figures in those, I guess for the functionality here, it works. Now coming at her knees can go pretty far back. They look single jointed. Yup, they're single jointed knees, but they go pretty far back, so that's pretty nice. And then of course at her heels and shoes we have a hinge joint with swivel. Yeah, it has both forward and backwards motion, and they can rotate on the joint as well, so that's really nice. That's like the standard now. Yeah, that can give you some really good posability, I feel, for some poses and stuff. So that's pretty nice. That is all in the articulation department. In my honest opinion, the articulation on this figure is pretty lacking. Like I said, it could have been much better, but again, I'm not one to nitpick too much. The sculpt works awesome, the details awesome on this figure. I buy Figmas and SHFs for the articulation to pose them, but again, it's fine. I think the figure is fine. Like, she can get the poses you need from her done, and it's fine. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not good either. So that's my take on the articulation. Overall, I think she's a pretty good figure. Here you can see some shots of me posing her. Like, these are some fun poses I came up with. Those were my thoughts on the Figma Hoshimachi Suisei figure. Overall, it's a pretty fun figure. Good sculpt, good detail. It suffers in the articulation department, but that's fine. It's not the worst in the world, but it's not good either. And yeah, that's my thoughts on the Suisei figure. I'd probably give it like a solid 6 out of 10. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Figma Hoshimachi Suisei. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will catch you in the next review, which is also going to be a Hololive figure of a VTuber. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about the figure yourself. If you agree with my opinion, if you disagree, be sure to like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.